And now it's time for our final arts and culture segment of the week with our Lee Tae-ho, and he joins me live in the studio. Good afternoon to you, Tae-ho.
Good afternoon, Kon-young, and happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too. And how will you wrap up this week for us?
Well, there was just so much going on in the music industry. I just couldn't help myself but to cover news for our final arts and culture segment. Now, there is a total of 9 group or artists scheduled to release new albums or make performances within the next week or so, but I don't want to give everything away, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. Is October the month for comebacks? Apparently it is, because at least 9 of the hottest artists in the music industry have new releases and/or television program appearances scheduled for this month, and all of them are happening within the space of a week. So, who tops our list? Who else but global fan favorite and the woman formerly known as Korea's little sister, IU. She's back with a new album after a stint in Japan and time for touring. And she has traded her cutesy girl next door image for a chic and edgy look, proclaiming that she is all grown up. The Red Shoes, the lead single from her latest album Modern Times, is also a reflection of her image, boasting a more mature and well-rounded feel in both tone and melody. Modern Times was released on the 8th of October, and the music video for The Red Shoes is already out too. Next up is the boy band SHINee, also back in business after time spent in Japan. The group will release their 5th mini album Everybody on the 14th of October, and the music video for the title track has already been released. The K-pop girl group Tiara released its latest mini album Again just yesterday on October 10th. The music video for the lead single Number 9 is up and showing as well. The song brought the group together with hit producer known as the Shinsadong Tiger, Lee Ho-yang, who also produced previous Tiara hits such as Roly Poly and Bo Peep Bo Peep. And another sizable new release this week is by Kahi, who, better known for her performances as a member of the K-pop girl group After School, she has now graduated and is back with a second mini album, Who Are You? The album features a plethora of the country's hottest hip-hop artists such as Swings, Toki, and Dumbfounded, as well as a special rock song with YB, aka Yoon Do-yeon of the YB band. These are just 4 of the artists who are back in the spotlight in the month of October. Other artists with new performances and new releases are Chung Jun-young, who just released his album yesterday on October 10th, the girl groups 9 Muses and AOA, and the boy bands My Name and Boys Republic. Check back next week on Thursday on our regular day for music news for all the latest from the music industry here in Korea and around the world.
Right. It was a very dynamic week for the K-pop industry this week.
Exactly. Add to that Song Ji-yeon of the group Secret also released her new solo mini album last week on the 30th of September, as well as Kim Jin-pyo releasing his new track Zombie featuring Lin, Busker with their latest album and tour scheduled, and it's been a very, very busy month so far.
Right. For, our K-pop fans, it's great news, but for the artists, it's a lot of competition.
Exactly.
And I suppose the real question is, what is or who is hot this week?
Exactly, and I have you covered there as well with our weekly K-pop Top 10 chart, starting right now. Coming in at number 10 this week is the smooth acoustic melodies of Vanilla Acoustic with Love Is Over. Down a whopping 5 spot from last week is the juggernaut that swept last week's K-pop chart, Busker with Your Lips. And worry not, we'll be seeing more from Busker in just a moment. At number 8 this week is Seo In-young with her latest song, Love Me. Welcome back to the charts, and we eagerly await more from your return to the music scene. And lucky number 7 this week is the song A Guy Like Me by Im Chang-jung. And who is this at number 6 this week? It's none other than Busker with their song Love Is Timing. Starting off the top half of the charts this week is again Busker with yet another song from their latest album, Too Much Regret. At number 4 is one of the featured artists from the top half of our segment, Chung Jun-young with Spotless Mind. This is one of the week's most anticipated songs, as Jung was one of the finalists on the hit audition program Superstar K. At third place this week is the group Block B with their first release under the new label 7 Seasons, titled Very Good. The runner-up this week at number 2 is girl group Secret member Song Ji-yoon with her first solo song, False Hope. And the number 1 song this week, who else could it be but the juggernaut Busker Busker, still on top with the lead single, Love at First, from their latest album. After sweeping the charts last week with every single track from their album taking the top 9 spots on the charts, they are still going strong this week with 4 songs on the list. And of course, the number 1 spot. And there you go, those were your top 10 K-pop tracks. Make sure to check back again next week to find out more of what's hot.
So this week's K-pop Top 10 wasn't too different from last week's, but I'm sure next week we'll see a dramatic change with all these album releases, right?
Well, I'm by no means a fortune teller, but my powers of foresight tell me that some of our featured artists from today's program will be on the charts next week.
Well, we hope to see them on the charts next week, and thank you so much for today and all of this week, and we'll see you on Monday with more.